So it finally done happened, y'all. They done caught Q50, Lil 50 with the 50 slipping in St. Louis. You feel what I'm saying? It finally done went down. All that woofing, all that tough talk on the internet finally caught up to him, I guess, in a way that he could get touched in real life. Because I don't think he ever got, you know, I'm not saying he never got popped at before. I was gonna say that, but I don't think he's ever gotten pressed since he got the money on and the fun yuns, he had the gun yuns. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get into the deeper of the story right now. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Also don't forget to follow me on Instagram, WildBoyG, on TikTok at WildBoyG. Let's get straight into the video. So Q50 shouldn't really have no beef with St. Louis, being from Chicago, and St. Louis is not too far from Chicago. Damn near in the same state. East St. Louis is in Illinois. Like East St. Louis plays in the IHSA, which is Illinois High School Association for Sports. Basketball, football, track. They're in Illinois. So part of St. Louis is out here. You would think that we'd be more cool, which we tied in with them. How we tied in with Memphis. It's all love with Memphis, all love with St. Louis. Especially with Q50's manager having heavy ties to St. Louis, especially with him signing 2 artists from St. Louis that are female, by the way. So to sign the girls, you gotta have some type of pull, gotta have some type of clout in the city for people to even trust you with a female artist. So you would think everything's okay, but apparently it's a lot more going on behind the scenes than we actually cared to realize at the time. So the story is, there's a rapper by the name of CTS Lil Wick, who is a known killer who has 2 bodies. Even though they are in self-defense, in his defense, they are 2 bodies that he has on 2 people, and he beat both of those bodies. So he's feeling like the man as of lately. He's feeling like he can do whatever he wants. He's beefing with a lot of people in his city currently. He linked up with some of Q50's ops that are actually in Chicago, and when they linked up and got together, he decided it was his job to go and put himself into the beef of other people in Chicago for no reason. Even though he's not in the city, he stays in St. Louis. He might feel like he can do that because he stays in St. Louis and doesn't plan on going to Chicago. He might feel like he want to do that because all these Chicago people got clout and he wants some of that clout for himself, so he wants to insert himself into the beef. But we will never know the real answer. All that we know is he put himself into the beef and he started dissing BloodHound basically when a situation popped off with YFG Fatso, and then he actually came to the comments to say F BloodHound. Like that was a good idea, like that was something that he should have said for some reason. I don't know why. You're gonna see these people. You're trying to rap, they're trying to rap, you're up and coming, they're up and coming. You're gonna see these people. And not saying that you should be a hoe because they're tougher than you or anything, but I don't think you want to have problems with people that are known for gunplay and robbing people. I don't really want to have problems with those people. Even if you're known for that too, this is going to lead to a collision, a real head-on collision. You know what I'm saying? So Q50 got word of all this. He got word that people was clicking up. All these people had this vendetta against him. So he went on Instagram Live and pretty much dissed the entire St. Louis and all his ops. Basically saying if you want to be a dick rider and you want to be on that side, you got to stay on that side. You got to take what come with that. And I can't really be mad at him because why are you D-riding so hard, bro? Go get a job or something.
They'll come from get this back, nigga. Ain't nobody bend me. I can't be bent. I wanna go. Easy, 60, you hear me? That's too easy. That's easy, man. Nobody bend me from nowhere, nigga. I'll take whatever I want. Take whatever I want around this. I better act. Let's see who's gonna be my next trip. Splash, brother. St. Louis came to me. I ain't have to go to St. Louis. Niggas came to me. As they asked had on that Marty mask, get out that window with that 60, boy. Need that. No.
Like you just saw, man, he pretty much went off the whole time saying he can do what he want, when he want, how he want to do it, with who he want to do it with, and no one can do anything about it because it's his city. Now, of course, you know, St. Louis is one of them old culture cities, and they don't like that. They don't go for that. They're going to say it's dangerous. They're going to clap back and say you can't do that here. It's dangerous everywhere you go. You know, all the ONs, that's who it's going to be. You know, the YNs not really going to say too much, but the ONs, the OGs who think they still gangster, still in the streets, going to come on here and say something thinking they tough as hell. You know, most people really don't care besides like the rappers and stuff, people that be too into the internet. But some people did have some warnings for him. Some of the ONs did have a warning for him saying that it ain't sweet out here. You might want to be careful about what you're saying.
At the end of the day, ain't nothing sweet, ain't nothing nice about St. Louis. I don't care what part you on, St. Louis, east, west, whatever, bro. Ain't nothing sweet about St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? Whether this man got out on somebody or not, the way you bragging about it, bro, and the way you just disrespect the St. Louis and them dudes, I wouldn't dare you to go back, bro. You know what I'm saying? You keep thinking that everything's sweet, bro. Like, you know, you bragging about going on a chain snatching tour, going city to city. You know what I'm saying? And the thing, bro, that make this situation more dangerous is it's a difference on having an issue with somebody from St. Louis.
So after some time passed, Q50 still didn't let the beef die down, because apparently during the time span between that first instance and now, or even before the first instance, Q50 robbed somebody in St. Louis for $60,000. And now we know about this because Q50 made a story post on Instagram.
Trying to eat dick, get the fuck on my face. St. Louis still man, I'm 60K. Say smoking on school, dead bitch got late. Fuck him now, let's talk about pay. Broke ass outlets, front on my pay. Finna drive me some trips, nigga. Shut up with some great. Eat before you fucking me, little bitch, fuck take.
Basically saying that they still mad about getting robbed for $60,000 and they can't get back on that. And that St. Louis once again is soft, and he's dissing St. Louis, saying they ain't gonna do nothing about it. So this already kind of adds to his tough persona that he has, which I feel like feeds to the fact that people feel like, oh, I can't mess with Q50, like he really like that, I gotta come at him with a rag, I'm gonna have to do this, I'm gonna have to do that, which doesn't really work in Q50's favor all the way, because now people are gonna feel like, oh, you a threat, I'm gonna have to pop you. People ain't gonna try you like you a regular civilian. They ain't gonna try to fight you. They're gonna pop you off rip. So you gotta be careful with the image that you put out there. He already been kind of bitching grown men, sliming them out, robbing them, doing whatever for a minute. And all this is documented in the street, so it's kind of crazy. You can see the clip right here.
This streaming shit, like they get you fucked on my right hand. You want me to murder? Who you?
No, I'm trolling.
Alright, so chill, blood. You got a cross around your neck. I'm out there, get him at the grave. That's what your ass gonna get sent to. Stop playing with me.
He's not treating the streamers any better. So him being a real street guy and actually being from Chicago does put a lot of fear in people's heart. So the whole St. Louis says that we got to come together and we got to get them whacked out. So Q50 did have a show in St. Louis, and he was actually caught lacking in an after party where he was sitting in a black truck, everything was cool, and it got sprayed down. Now after he got sprayed down, everyone's thinking like, damn, how did they catch him? How did they know where he was at? It's really because he posted a video mocking him. Yeah, come pop out to his concert, we finna turn up and have some fun in the city that you just dissed. Apparently he only got grazed while the other 4 people are in critical condition. And you know, the first person that's gonna come to the internet claiming something is probably the guy that did it, or somebody that's related to the guy that did it that wants to take credit for it. And that happened to be CTS Slump, which is a homie of CTS Lil Wick, going on Instagram story, going federal for no reason, saying all the wrong things, saying how he want to take credit for it, how it's his work, no one gonna stop him, he thought it was sweet. And it doesn't really make sense for him to do something like that, because why would you want to put yourself in a situation that your homie in, and these people don't even live in your city, and you probably trying to be a rapper too, or you trying to be around your homie when you're a rapper, so you gonna get spanked if he gets spanked. It really don't make no sense. You need to focus on getting some money on. I don't understand these young boys. But at the end of the day, Q50 currently does have a price on his head per se in St. Louis, and if he does come back to St. Louis, there is going to be an issue, but I don't think he's too much worried about that, because he did go on live acting like he was cool, everything was fine, shooting hoops. So maybe he has a plan for the future, maybe he doesn't. Let me know what you think in the comments below though. I'm definitely going to be looking forward to that, and you know you got to come and stay for the next video, because I got 2 a day coming every day.